everybody. So welcome to this video. Today we're going to look at multiplication partial products. So just like we started in class today, we were looking at some multiplication of 2-digit by 3-digit and 2-digit by 1-digit. Today we're just going to look just at this one strategy of partial products. This will be your classwork for today. You're actually going to work here on the first page, but you will all have access to this second page, which I will do right now with an example. So that you can follow my strategies to do your work exactly the same. Well, let's get started. Remember that with partial products, we're basically multiplying the different sets of numbers within their place value. So you can see here there are going to be, because there are 2 digits and 2 digits, we are going to have 4 steps, right? We're going to multiply the tens place. Then we're going to multiply the tens place by the ones place, and then the ones place by the tens place, and then the ones place by the ones place. You can see these lines that show all 4 steps. So if I were doing this one, I would do the tens times the tens first. So 60 times 20. And then I know that 6 times 2 is 12, and then there's 2 zeros left, so it's 1,200 or 1,200. My second step is the tens place times the ones place. Okay, so that's going to be 20 times 3. 20 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6, and then we still have the 0, so it's 10 times greater, so it's 60. Then I'm going to do again the ones place times the tens place. 1 times 60 is 60. And the ones place times the one place is my last step. 1 times 3 is 3. Then you have this, and you add them all up. So 0, 0, 0 plus 3 is 3. 0, 6, and 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. So I have the 2 down here, and I have to carry my 1 to regroup it into the next place, hundreds. 1 plus 2 is 3. And I have no left over to regroup, so I just bring the 1 down for 1,323. See, when you break this down into 4 steps, it's quite easy. So let's get started here. Gonna grab my pen, I'll pick green, and just like on this one, my first step, I'll do my tens place. So 2, which is not really a 2, this is really a 20, 20 times 30. That's my first step. Grab my text box, let's type this in. 20 times 30 equals, so 20 times 30, 2 times 3 is 6, and I have 2 zeros, so that's 600. Right, so this is 10 times greater and 10 times greater, so this is 100 times greater for the first step, so 600. Now my next step, grab my pen. My next step, just like here, I'm going to do my tens place times my ones place, so that's going to be my diagonal line. So 30 times 6. 30 times 6, and that equals, well, 3 times 6 is 18. But this is not a 3, this is a 30, so it's 10 times greater, 180. Bring that over so those numbers line up. My next one will be the 20, so the tens place times the ones place over here. 20 times 2. 20 times 2, and that equals, well, 2 times 2 is 4, but this is 10 times greater, so this is going to be 40. You can also just think about it as bringing that 0 over, but it's important to understand why. And now I'm going to make sure that all my numbers are lined up, so when I add them together, it's nice and clean. All right, my last step, my fourth step, grab my pen, my ones place times my ones place. That's going to be 2 times 6. 2 times 6 equals, and let's go ahead. We know that that's 12. And we'll pop that in underneath. There, nice and lined up. Okay, I'm going to even draw my line to do my addition. And I'll draw my plus sign over here because there's not really space. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2. That gives me my 2. Then I have 8 plus 4, which is 12, plus 1 is 13. And I'm going to regroup my 1 up here, and I'll actually will write that so it won't forget. Make it small. Because that 1 is really a hundreds that I have to keep. So I have the 2, I have the 13, and now I have a 1 plus 6 plus 1, which is 8. So 832. Line that up real nice. There you go. Great. So not so bad if you break it down into 4 steps. All right, let's take a look over here for our last one. So my first step is I'm going to do my tens place, my 20 times my 40. Let's go ahead and grab our text box. 20 times 40 equals, well, 2 times 4 is 8, but each one's 10 times greater, so it's 100 times greater. 800, my first answer. Let's go grab our pen. So now we're going to do tens place times ones place. So that's going to be 20 times 5. Okay, 20 times 5. 20 times 5 is, well, 2 times 5 is 10, but this isn't 2. That's 20, so it's 10 times greater. It must be 100. You probably also know that off just from all the fractions we were doing last unit. 20 times 5 is 100. Next, I'm going to do my tens place up here times my ones place down there. So that's going to be 40 times 3. 40 times 3 equals, well, 4 times 3 is 12, but that's really 40, 10 times greater, so 120. And my last step is my ones times my ones. That's going to be 5 times 3. 5 times 3 equals, well, we should know that's 15. Now let's order in our numbers really well. Grab our pen again. Do a nice straight line here. Throw my addition there. And let's add up. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 is 3. And 8 plus 1 plus 1 is 10. Whoops. 10. Does that make sense? 1035. Let me double check. Yeah, 20 times 40 is 800. These ones are both about 100. And then we're going to add the 35. Yeah, that's definitely right. All right, so there you go. 45 times 23 done partial products. So this strategy is really good for doing it one part at a time. Your classwork today will be this frame. Okay, you have 3 of the same kind of question. You will have this frame here. So you can always go and look at my work or rewatch this video. Good luck. Try to get it done today. See you next time.